Welcome to the Ghost Rider channel, guys. Welcome back. If you're new around here, do the usual. And if you're returning, guys, thank you so much for the support. I can't tell you the amount of support that I've received through messages, through all of my social medias being followed. So thank you so much. I'm gonna tell you guys right now that I've had problems with uploading this video tonight. So I'm actually gonna be doing a voiceover, complete voiceover. The voiceover that I did on this original video has been deleted. I've had troubles with uploading, so I thought it would be nice to chuck something relevant in the mix, rather than the videos that I recorded last month. So anyway, I'm going to be taking you guys on a trip to work with me. I'm not allowed to tell you where I work or what I do, which is why I never record where I live or when I get to work. We're not gonna keep blabbering on about that. So I want to talk to you guys today about why I don't have any mirrors on my bike. So when I bought the bike, the boy said to me, I'm going to call myself Ghost because I don't want my real name to be out there. So he said, Ghost, enjoy your bike and good luck with modifying it. I said, no, the bike's been modified, it's perfect the way it is. He said, yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks when you want something done. And he was absolutely right. I've only had the bike for a few months now. I've taken off the front windscreen, I've taken off the mirrors, I'm doing a tail tidy, I want to take off the indicators because they are ugly. But the main thing today is I'm going to take you for a trip all the way to work, but not to work. And I want to bring up a few things. So one of the main things is, why do I not have mirrors? So I'm just going to give you a few facts or a few things that I want to talk about as to why I don't have mirrors. First of all, they're ugly. The mirrors on this bike, the stock mirrors, they're nice mirrors, but they're not nice mirrors on this bike. Now, when they're on, I'll put a picture up on screen when I say it now in a sec, but the mirrors make it look like that purple creature from Monsters Inc. Like the one that goes invisible, the one that as a child we all hated. I remember this part in the video, I was wondering what on earth is this guy doing? He kept braking, going forward, braking. I think he was a bit confused. Anyway, this is a complete voiceover, whereas normally I only add certain bits in afterwards when I edit it all together and fuse it and put it back into a video. So the second reason why I don't have mirrors is, so I'm 24 and I ride over the speed limit, okay? I like fast bikes, I've had fast cars, and I like riding fast. I like riding over the speed limit, and if you guys are gonna, be angry about that, then that's probably not my problem. So round towns like where I live, I normally, keep it safe, but as soon as I hit them main roads where I'm doing the bunny ears, where it's safe to speed, then I absolutely will. I'll do 70, 80, 90, 100, 150. It just depends on where it's safe to do so. Like you can see here, this isn't even classed as filtering, but it's fairly safe. I mean, I see at the front there, my learning instructor, so the person I passed my driving test with is right in front of me. I'm guessing I'm going to start behaving now. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the mirrors. So I'm quite aggressive when I'm in the car, when people drive up my backside. So say if I'm driving through here and I'm doing, 35, so I'm actually speeding and there's someone at my arse, then 9 times out of 10, I'll just keep brake checking them, and I get out of the car and start arguing with people. I don't want to do that on a bike. It's a very dangerous thing to do. I want to stop myself from doing it, so that was the main reason why I took the mirrors off, funny enough, was if I can't see people behind me, which I know you guys are going to say, well, surely it's safer to see that. In my opinion, because I know I will brake check them, and being on a motorcycle definitely is not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do in any case, but we can't all be perfect. I'm a bit aggressive. We're just going to have to deal with it. You could probably tell that from my riding. Another thing why I took the mirrors off is I like the look of the bike now. It looks a lot more aggressive. It looks more like a sort of a naked sort of street fighter. It's got a bit of work to go, but it looks way better with the windshield off and the mirrors off. In my opinion, to you, it's subjective. You might think it's ugly, but that's the main reasons why I took the mirror off. And I can remember, so at this current time of recording this video, this is still a few days ago because it's currently Sunday, and my god, it is raining heavy. But so right now I'm recording this, it's Sunday, it's a last minute thing because I had a problem with today, and there's one for next week that it's not allowing me to publish it in advance. So I've scheduled like 38 videos, but this one and one next week is not working, simply put. So what I was doing there is I wanted to play with the adjust button. I've only just found it. But anyway, so it's Corona time at the moment. Everyone is on isolation, either self-isolation or they've been told to lock down. A lot of people are taking it seriously, a lot of people aren't taking it seriously, but I really just wish people would start thinking about the impact that they have. So I know that I started off talking about mirrors and I'm going to talk about coronavirus, but I like freestyling it, and I really wanted to say something that I'm actually allowed to say, because on my personal profile I'm not allowed to say anything that could be seen as negative, or I'm just not allowed to be a naughty boy, which is why I've got ghostwriting. So essentially, if, say for example, these idiots that are out on the beach or in London Park, as we seen yesterday, there's people sunbathing when we're on complete lockdown, then, you know, right now, and I know hindsight's 2020, but if I can tell you this now, then maybe you don't need hindsight, maybe you need common sense to know that these people that are sunbathing, when they go home and they have no idea that they've got coronavirus, when they pass it to their mum or their nan or their baby, isn't that murder? Shouldn't these people be done for murder? If I intentionally, so I'm a critical worker, I have to go to work Monday to Friday to do the things that I do, otherwise essentially the country will come to a stop, there'll be no way of running it. So there has to be a line drawn as to where risk is taken. So for example, a lot of us critical workers, we have kids that have to be put into special schools just for critical or key workers. Now, the downside of that, it has adverse effects. So for example, say my kids now, luckily my wife is at home, exactly where I want her and the kids to be. This is a bit sketchy, so if you're squeamish, look away in about 10 seconds. So anyway, say my kids now, they go to a key workers school, and there's other kids there because their parents, say for example, Tommy, who's 5 years old, his parents, oh here we go, that is why I love being on a bike. Anyway, so Tommy over here, someone else's kid, his parents are both paramedics, right? So they're dealing on the front line, or he's a doctor, whatever. So these people are way more likely to get the coronavirus, pass it on to the kids who could carry it as a carrier, pass it to my kids, then pass it to me. So they have these schools set up for critical workers and key workers, but actually it's pretty much a way to guarantee to get the coronavirus. But like I said, there has to be a line drawn where risk just has to be taken. And actually, Boris Johnson has made a very good, his performance has been very good. I'm very impressed. I want to go back, I'm going to pause the frame here, guys. Have a look, well, I'll put it at the very end. So about 10 seconds ago, the bike just jumped for no reason. I'm not sure if something snapped off, but I nearly come off the bike. So I'll put it at the very end of this video so you guys can see what happened, but I nearly fell off. And there's nothing in the road, I've watched this back so many times. Yeah, I'll put that at the end of the video anyway. So back to coronavirus. Everywhere is, you know, the chemist, you've got to line up 3 meters apart. They're doing a great job. You're not allowed in the chemist until you go in there, tell them what you want, or tell them what you've ordered, and then they'll come out, give it to you, and they've all got their masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, or sanitizer, let's shorten it, why not? And then there's these idiots that are still taking their whole families and their teenage kids to walk around Tesco's just to have a look. So I'll give you an example of one that's really made me want to mention this in the video. So I went down to a shop called Home Bargains, right, and there was these single yummy mummies. There was about 8 of them, and they were walking around joking about a guy that she'd slept with last week, and they're walking around with their prams with their kids in. You guys know the single yummy mummies, you know, the typical Karens that are on Facebook. And I just thought, you're what's wrong with this country. Anyway, I don't want to leave it on a bad note, so at the very end of this video I'm going to show you where I nearly fell off. Guys, subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day or night.